He was so good last year. When the Big 12 season came around, it was almost like he threw a shutout every Friday night, and that's going to be so hard for him to duplicate just because of the laws of nature and of baseball. It's hard to have that much success over and over and over again. So we're not going to put that burden on his shoulders to try and repeat what he did last year. If he can go out there and give us a chance to win every time he pitches, then that's all we can ask for, and I feel really good about him doing that.
Baseball's all a game of adjustments. The Big 12 hitters certainly will make adjustments to him this year. You'll have to do the same thing, confident in his ability.
Yeah, but good pitching beats good hitting over time, and even the guys that saw Harrison last year, even sometimes when you know what's coming out of Harrison, he's still good enough to beat you, even if you know. So, and I think he's gotten better since last year. Watching him pitch in the preseason right now, I think he's got an extra pitch in his repertoire that wasn't so great last year. So I think he'll be a better pitcher. Whether or not he gets better results is out of his control, but he's really worked hard in the offseason, and same way with our team. I think we're going to have a better team this year, but who knows what the results are going to be, but I like our team a little bit better.
The university is going to be adding bleachers to Hawley this year for the games.
We're trying to make some concessions to maybe have some bigger crowds and make it more of a comfortable atmosphere. I hope we have that problem where people can't find a place to sit. That'd be a good problem to have, and hopefully this will be the last season for Hawley Field, and there's been a lot of games played on that field, so hopefully we can go out in style. And that last weekend at home against University of Texas in May, hopefully it'll be we'll send this thing out in grand fashion. Let's hope there's a Big 12 championship on the line at the time.
I know the players enjoyed playing in the pro venues last year, but man, they're saying how pumped they are about playing out in Hawley this year.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, you get to sleep in your own bed, and you get to play in front of your home fans, and that's kind of a special feeling. So my hat's off to them for what they did last year. As much as we traveled, we stayed in hotels during home games, which is hard to do over the course of time, but we missed a lot of classes and had a lot of adversity last season. But every time this team has been challenged, they've responded really well. So I don't foresee that changing anytime this season.
We've seen Ryan McGrew make some improvements to his overall game heading into his
He really
season.
has. He swung the bat really, really well this past fall, showed some power. He was one of the best power guys in the league last year, but I think he's a better player this year than he was last year. And, last year we went into the season, the first 20 games, I didn't really know the players. They didn't really know me. And had we had a better showing the first 20 games, I think we had a team that was capable of playing in the postseason. This year, going into the first 20 games before we start conference play, I think the expectations amongst ourselves in the locker room are a lot higher. So if we come out of the gates and start playing well and have a pretty good record going into the conference play, then I really believe this team has a chance to play in the postseason.
Obviously, you're challenging. There's some games out on the West Coast against some very traditionally strong college baseball programs.
Well, the first game of the year is indicative of the whole schedule. We play Louisville coming off of a College World Series appearance. What an up-and-coming program they are. So what a great challenge. Every time we take the field, the other team's going to be capable of beating us, and that's what you want as a coach and a player. You want to motivate your guys, and they just have to look at the schedule and they can motivate themselves, and hopefully we're not going to have to do it for them, because every game has such meaning to it this year, and that's, like I said, that's the way we like it.
I'm sure you have maybe a lineup in mind, but still guys have to earn their jobs every day in practice heading into the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's the situation you want in practice. Competition in practice within the team makes the whole team better. So there's still some spots we don't really know who's going to settle in at. So guys are practicing hard and still trying to win jobs, and that's going to make everybody better. So, again, I can't say enough about the way they've gotten after it so far.